Okay, another student might think of 23 minus 8 in a different way. They might say, I'm going to start at 8. And if they started at 8, they might, you could record this thinking on open number line. They may or may not use an open number line, but they'd say, well, I'm going to start at 8 and see how much more do I need to add to 8 to get to 23. And again, a derived fact that they might know, or a fact that they might know, is 8 plus 2 is 10. And then I could add another 10, and that could get me to 20. But my goal is to get to 23. So I'm going to add 3 more back on to get to 23. And then what happens is to figure out, well, what is 23 minus 8? Or really, what is 8 plus what number is 23? Then what I'd want to do is just look at these numbers right here. And I can add all of those together. 10 plus 3 is 13 plus 2 is 15. Whoops. And again, that's an open number line way to do it. And different kids might think of subtraction in different ways, but that's one way to think of subtraction, is how much more. And what's kind of cool about that is, we start at 8 and then figure out how much more do I add to get to 23. You should also realize that you just wrote a word problem that was 23 and you took away 8. And you did a separate result unknown. Now kids, as they use derived facts, they get more flexible and they don't have to match the context of the problem, but they can use almost anything that makes sense to them. So I also wanted to show you how you could use symbols. So if you said, well, 8 plus 2 is 10, and then 10 plus 10 is 20, and then 20 plus 3 is 23. That would just be another way to do it. And again, you'd try to add up all of those to get your 15, to say that's my total that I added to 8 to get to 23.